Morgan, I want to give you some input on this 1.05 program. It's a good start. I'm just helping you be a better programmer and learn more skills as we go along here. So let's take a look at this together. Okay, so here's the program you turned in. First thing is every program we turn in, right at the top, you should use comments with a hashtag. That means Python will ignore this to put your name. Like I'd put Mr. Brock, and I'd put today is the 10th, 25, and then hashtag. This is the 1.05 chatbot program, right? So of course you put Morgan up here. Every program should have your name, date, and the purpose of the program. So if I just had the programs, I would know whose is whose. So don't forget that. We also should have a main function every time, define main. But disregarding that, you've got three input statements, which is great. That's what the program required, three input statements. Let's take a look at them. So if it says, hi, what's your name? I'm just going to put Bob. How are you feeling today? Uh, Fabulous. And this just says color. So I'd probably, I mean, there's nothing wrong with this, but I'd probably improve it to say, what is your favorite color or something here. I'll put crimson. So it says, hello, I'm Python. Nice to meet you. That's good to hear. I'm curious, what's your favorite color? So when we do these inputs, I mean, you saved their name under name. So the only reason we would save is because we would want to use it. So you should use some concatenation like nice to meet you. We'll put a comma. And then after the quote, I'm going to add to it and say, print this, everything I put in quotes, print that, but also print their name. Print their name. So now if I run that and I say I'm Bob and I feel fine and blue, look, it says, nice to meet you, Bob. So it uses their name. That's a little more personal. If I want to put a space there, I can put it before the quotes, put a comma, and I'll put a space. So now it would print a space in between there before their name. But if we get this information, it's much more personal, especially the chatbot conversation. If they, since they know your name, that they would use your name. So the computer would use the name and say, "Hey, nice to meet you, Bob." And how are you feeling today? We ask that, and then we might use that with another print statement. Print. I'm kind of feeling, and then I'm going to end my quote plus mood plus myself. So look what I added here. I added a print statement that says, I'm kind of feeling, and then I quit my quotes and I said, print whatever they type under mood. I said, add mood right here and then put a comma in myself. So if I said, what's your name? I'm Bob. How you feeling? Fine. Color blue. It says, nice to meet you, Bob. That's good to hear. I'm feeling kind of fine myself. So just some improvements. Be sure to put your name on all this stuff and good stuff like that. You had the three input statements. I'm not counting anything off for not having that. I do can't count off the points for not having your name and stuff. It's just 3 points because you missed those three lines. But just improvements in using those variable names. You saved it under name, you saved it under mood, you saved it under favorite color. So you should use that when you're talking back there. If we have it in a variable, it's usually for a reason. Otherwise, we didn't even need to say what their name was if we weren't going to use their name. We can just ask them their name and go on. So just little tips like that to just help you as we go forward, because we're going to keep building on these skills throughout the class. But I like it overall, just a little tweaking that I would do to that. So I'll get this feedback to you, and we'll see you in class.